Hey guys. So let's face it, most people in powerlifting and bodybuilding, unfortunately, they can't really cook at all. So today I'm going to show you how to make basic yet tasty chicken strips. First thing you're going to need are a few ingredients. You're going to need chicken. You're going to need a beaten egg. You're going to need flour. Doesn't really matter what kind of flour, enriched bread flour or whatever. And you're going to need some bread. And you're also going to need 2 spices, pretty basic. Just some regular garlic powder and Cajun seasoning. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take some bread slices and you're going to toast them. I've already done that, and you want to make sure your bread is pretty firm. You can see that this is almost burnt, in fact. And after you've got your bread, what you're going to do is you're actually just going to crush it up with your hands. And this is going to create a breading, I suppose. You can do this with a blender. I actually suggest you do it with your hands and not with a blender for a couple reasons. One, because it's much more entertaining to do it with your hands. And for two, a blender blends it like really finely, and I think the texture is better if you do it with your hands, and it's a little less uniform. And that is your final product of toasted, crushed up bread. Now, step number 1 is pretty easy. All you're going to do is you're going to take your chicken. You're going to take your garlic powder. You're going to sprinkle a little garlic powder on each side, like so. And then you're going to take your Cajun seasoning, and believe me, this tastes a little better than it sounds. And you're going to sprinkle just a little bit of that on each side. And then once you've done that, you're going to dip it in the flour, in the regular flour. Make sure both sides are coated. Then you're going to stick it in your beaten egg. And the same thing, make sure both sides are coated. And then you're going to drop it in your bread flour. Now when you do this, press it down. Press it down into the bread flour to make sure it's coated well on both sides. And really the bread flour is pretty much like the key to this entire thing because it makes them really crunchy. So you can see that's very well coated. And now just do that for all of them. Okay, and once we finish the breading, they would all look like this. So what I've got now is my oven is preheated to 350 degrees. So these are going to get stuck in the oven. Stick them in about the middle rack. Put them in for about 14 minutes. And then we're going to come back in 14 minutes and flip them over, and they'll go for another 14. So as you can tell, it has been 14 minutes. So now we're going to get these out of here. Take a spatula, like so. Spatula. And just flip them all over. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. If you want to like coat this this pan with Pam, that might be a good idea because I have had the breading stick before. But as you can see, it's getting pretty golden. So once you flip them all, you're just going to stick them back in for another 14 minutes. Okay, it has now been another 14 minutes. So we are going to take these guys out. And they are nice and golden brown and tasty looking, and they smell delicious. So now you're just gonna take them all and put them on your plate. Now there is one more step. Let me show you. The last step is to take honey mustard and destroy the chicken with it. Why? Because if you don't put honey mustard on chicken strips, you are probably a communist pig. Alright guys, that's it. Nice easy chicken strips. Delicious.